Hi guys, welcome to the introduction to design and detailing of RC structures, structural freelancing 2.0. In this video, I'm going to be giving you the details of this course prior to your registration. So this course was tagged structural freelancing because at the end of the day, we want you to be able to produce a structural drawings, presentable and a professional looking one to your clients. Regardless whether you are a construction engineer, you are a site engineer, or you are even a graduate. So this course will help you in order to upskill in your civil engineering practice. My name is Sherifdin Adeyemi and I'm the brain behind Chefdin Academy. So you can visit our website www.chefdinacademy.com. We also have a free YouTube channel where you can watch free content from us, youtube.com/chefdinacademy. You can also visit our webpage, and this is also my personal page on LinkedIn. You can check it out. So why do we actually introduce this course? The course is actually introduced to bridge the gap between your theoretical knowledge and the practical application. So at the end of the course, you should be able to stand out boldly, take up a structural design project and deliver it to your client without any stress. So from the advert that we put out, we explained to you guys that we want to ensure that you become an expert in 30 days. So you might ask me, how are you going to fulfill this? How are we going to fulfill this? Prior to this, we've launched this course about last year, and then we have about close to 100 number of students that actually registered between last year and presently when I'm making this video. We found out that most of the students actually try to get the course, start taking the course, but probably could not finish it, or maybe due to their work schedule, they find it so difficult to practice. So that is why we want to incorporate a tracking process so that within 30 days students will be able to finish this course successfully and be able to maximize the importance of the course. So what are the requirements of this course? We all know as structural engineers, for you to be able to be a designer, you need a laptop. This laptop is not actually for yahoo. You need this laptop so that you can install all your structural design softwares that you might need for this course, and one of them is AutoCAD, which is a very popular one. And in this course we are recommending 2010 upward. 2007 AutoCAD is very limited, so that is why we recommend you to install 2010 or more. So then this design software we are going to be using for the process of this is Prota Structures. You can make use of any version, but the instructor is making use of 2018 version. So the reason why we choose Prota Structures, even though there are a lot of design softwares that we have, was because of the simplicity of this software, and because we want you to be independent. So that is why we choose a simple software that you can understand, apply, and easily generate your output. Then you also have the Microsoft Office package, which is important because as a structural engineer, you are not only producing the structural drawings, we have some other document that follows. So that is why you need the Microsoft Office package as well, which might include your calculation sheets, and you might need to produce a Word document for your report. So then, what are now the content of this course? Though I've mentioned that the course is about design and detailing of reinforced concrete, but you need to understand the context of the course, the scope. So this course, as I've mentioned earlier, is produced so that engineers, site engineers, construction engineers, graduates, even students in their undergraduate or master's degree will be able to produce a complete structural drawings from scratch. So that is why you cannot create this course without having a practical project in which the instructor is going to use to demonstrate. So this course The instructor is going to be designing a project from the beginning to the end. So that is why it's important, because it's a practical course. So the courses are divided into 6 modules actually. So the first module is just like an introduction. So the first thing is to do an AutoCAD recap, in which we are going to explain to you. We are going to do a recap because with this course, we believe you are supposed to have the knowledge of Autodesk AutoCAD 2D. So, but we are going to have a recap so that you can recall what you've learned, for those site engineers that have not even used a laptop for some years now. Then we also give you an insight on architectural design. The reason why we are doing this is because for a structural engineer to start his own work, his work actually started from the architectural design. So generally, when the clients wanted to construct a building, because this course we are going to be using a building as an example, the architect is being approached to give the building plan, which will include the ground floor, first floor, and every other architectural component. So we need to understand the mindset of an architect. So that is why we have this part of the course, insights. Then from the architectural design, you must be able to create a standard structural layout. So this is very important. It's also called the general arrangement. A lot of engineers does not even know how to correctly create a general arrangement. So this is so important, because once you get your general arrangement wrong, there's no way your design can be right. The next module is design software and model. So under this, we are going to introduce you to the ProtaStructure software. You are going to learn the ProtaStructure interface, how to create models, how to create structural layouts, a lot of things, how to use the software. Generally, we also discuss briefly under this topic what we call design assumptions. This is important so that you understand how the software works, loads, and the support type in which you can define on this software. Then we now move to the third part, which is the analysis and the design. Under this, we are going to show you how to create pre-analysis settings, because if you don't set your structure properly, what you are going to be having at the end of the day might not be useful in any construction site. And we all know that the purpose of this structural design is to provide a competent structural drawings that will be useful on site. So that is why this is important. Then we also have design settings for all structural elements. Then we show you how to analyze your structure. Actually, in this module, we will have started creating our practice project in the class. So this practice project is what is going to guide you. So you see how to set it properly like a real life project. Then how to set the design settings for each structural element. Then you run your analysis. And this is important. You need to be able to interpret your analysis results so that you can analyze and know which structural component is more important than the other. Then from this, you learn how to run slab design on the software, how to generate calculation sheets where needed, how to run beam design, interpret the result, understand the result, then correct failing members. This is important. A lot of engineers will message you and say they design something and they don't know what to do. Maybe the member fails. The same thing goes for column and each of the other structural elements, which also include the foundation. So after this is where the course now start getting interesting, because some of the part that I've mentioned to you, you can easily find free videos on them. But the reason why this course is a premium course is because we go far more just than modeling, designing, and showing you the results. Then we now move to the module 4, which include the reports and details. Under this, you are going to explain to you how to organize your calculation sheet from the software, then how to generate your quantities of concrete and formwork that you need for the project, then how to create structural detailings from the software and extract them. Then the software actually have a decoded or auto-generated staircase detailing and design, We are going to show that to you, even though it's not professionally accepted, but we show you so that you know the capacity of the software. Then we now come to module 5, it is general editing. So under this, there are a lot of other things that are needed in your structural drawings that you might not actually get from the software. We are going to show you how to create a foundation layout, how to extract your structural flaws from your extracted CAD file. Then this is also important, the manual detailing of slab, because most software does not actually detail slab the correct way. So you need to learn how to do this so that you can provide a professional project. Then from the detailing, we show you how to create bar bending schedule from scratch, how to create sections. A lot of engineers will just create drawings without putting sections as strategic place in order to explain things to construction or site engineers. Then how to edit your beam detailing, your column detailing to look more professional. Then, we've already explained staircase design in the software, but this is not really nice. So that is why in the 5th module, we are introducing staircase layout. Because just like the other components where we create structural layout for, we also have what we call staircase layout. Staircase layout explain how you want to support your staircase. This is one limitations in poor designs. If you want to know if a design is properly done or not, just go and check the staircase. You will see that most engineers will just put a typical staircase for their structural drawings. This is very wrong because each building have different mechanism of support. So you need to understand the staircase layout, how to correctly place your staircase reinforcement. Then you can see that we've actually shown you all the engineering part of this. Then now come to the documentation. This is important. So under this module 6, we are going to be discussing about project documentations. So this include how to properly set your paper for printing, how to plot your project on AutoCAD. We know you can use AutoCAD, but sometimes as an engineer, you need to know how to set your paper properly so that you can print to the right scale. A lot of drawings are not to scale, and this is not professional. I hope you understand. Then we have putting drawings to sheet, which is just an element of the first one. Then another important part of this course that is interesting is other document needed for approval and stamping of your project. I told you this course is a freelancer course. At the end of the day, you should be able to design a structural drawings approvable and acceptable. So we give you other document you need that you have to submit with your structural drawings so that it will be approved, and also regulations on stamping your project. You see that this course is a lot, and those are the 6 modules. But the course does not just end there. We still have a lot of things to show you. And one of these things is the student projects. So because this course, the instructor is going to be working on a project. So each student will also be assigned a project in which they can practice with, so that as the instructor is working, they are understanding, practicing it, and assimilating at the same time. So that is why this student project is very important. So each student will be given a project in which you are expected to complete before or at the end of the 30 days. Before the 30 days. So what are the course details? These are just the video content. The total length of this course is 24 hours. You have calculation sheets. You have total length of lesson is 37 lessons. So now come to the other benefits of this course. Like I've mentioned, we are going to be having student projects that will be assigned to students. And also, we are going to be having a weekly project review, which is going to be a live session with the instructor. So we are going to create a Zoom meeting between the instructor and all the students. So in this meeting, each student will present their projects, where they are working, where they are in their projects, and what are their challenges. If there is any question, this is like an interaction between student and instructor, because one of the major issues that we have in the previous part of this launching of this course last year was because we have a very little feedback from students. And that is why we are progressing and adding a weekly student progress tracking. So during this weekly project review live section, we are going to be tracking the progress of each student. So, and to do this, when you register for the course, we are going to give you a timetable within 1 week what you are supposed to have covered, so you know if you are lagging behind, and then you adjust. Then during the weekly project review, we make corrections of student projects. Sometimes if you are learning, you have to be corrected because you are still a novice, so that you can understand things. So this is one of the most important part of this course, because it is a thing to send a course to someone. It is another thing for them to study the course. It's another thing for the instructor to monitor if they are actually getting the message or not. Then after the completion of this course, as a student, you submitted your project, which will be graded by the instructor, checked for corrections, and if you are good, then we give you certificate of completion. This is very important. But you should know that Chevron Academy is a registered company, so we issue you a certificate of completion of the course. Then you should know that this course is actually a lifetime access for any student that gets the course. I know you are enjoying what I'm showing you. So now, how do you now register for this course? You might be wondering, how is this course going to be shared to you? Because this course is actually online, we are going to share it to you via your Google Drive. So once you make your payment, or once you registered, you share your mail to the instructor, then they will share the course via your mail. Then after that, we have a weekly meeting where we meet every week with students and try to determine their progress, track them, and improve them if they need improvement. So to register for this course, you just have to make a payment of 15,000 naira to this account below. This PDF will be shared to the group. Thank you. We hope to see you in the class. So, but before we go, let me show you the course project that will be sent to you to your drive. So this is the course project. You see, we have assignments, we have course material, we have practice project, you have module 1, module 2, module 3, 4, 5, and 6. So once you register for the course, there is going to be an agreement between the instructor and the student on how the course is going to be run. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this. See you in the class.